Hello children, today we are going to read this chapter, it's chapter 3, nouns, number, further, and today we are going to discuss compound nouns of words. So in the previous video we have already learned what singular and plural nouns are, and over there I told you that a singular noun is a noun that refers to only one person, animal, place or thing, whereas a plural noun is a noun that refers to more than one person, animal, place or thing. And after that, we also discuss what are the various rules that we need to follow while changing singular nouns into plural nouns. So today we are going to deal with this compound nouns or words. So you can see over here, compound nouns are nouns made up of two or more words. So you need to remember that compound nouns are made up of what? They are made up of two or more words. So let me give you one example over here. Now, rainy season is approaching. So what do we use during the rainy season? We all use raincoat. So over here you can see rain and coat. So we are using two different words, and these two words are being combined, that is rain plus coat. So when we combine rain and coat, we are forming this word raincoat. So raincoat is an example of what? It's an example of a compound noun. Similarly, we all know about butterfly. Butterfly. So in the word butterfly, that is a compound noun, what do we combine? We combine the words butter plus fly. So butter plus fly equals to butterfly. So you need to remember that compound nouns are nouns made up of two or more words. So over here I have combined two words in order to form raincoat. I have combined two words to form this butterfly. So you need to remember that these compound nouns will be formed when you combine two or more than two words together. So compound nouns are nouns made up of two or more words. Sometimes there are spaces between the words. So sometimes there is a space. Space means a gap. So when you write that word, what will you do? You leave a space in between. So these are called open compound noun, compound words. Example, water bottle. So let me write this example. Water and bottle. So when we write water bottle, you can see I have left a gap in between. There's a space. So there is a space between these two words. So over here, this is an example of what? This is an example, open compound words. This is an example of open compound word. So this is an example of what? This is an example of open compound word. Why is this an example of open compound word? And you need to remember that there is a space in between these two words. We are combining these two words, that's true. But there's a space in between, that's why we call it open compound word. So if you look at your book, you'll get to see over there, sometimes there are spaces between the words. So you can see over here, there's a space between these two words. These are called open compound words. Example, water bottle, singular. And if you have to make it it's plural, then you have to take the base word, that is bottle. So over here the main word is bottle because we are talking about the bottle, and we are saying it's water bottle. So this is the base word. So what will we do over here? Simply we need to add is water bottles. So this is the plural of water bottle. So what did the book tell you? The book told you that if there's when you combine words, what are we forming? We are forming this compound nouns or compound words, and over there if there's a space between the words, this is called open word. These kind of words are called open compound words. So further it said, some you can see here the plural is formed by adding s or es to the base word. So over here we have simply added s in order to form the plural of the word bottle, bottles. So just I simply added the letter that is s. So you need to know the plural is formed by adding s or es to the base word. Here the base word is the noun bottle, and it is used with a modifying adjective water. So you need to remember the base word is bottle because over here we are talking about bottle. I could have written, instead of this water bottle, I could have written red bottle. So automatic what would it be? Red bottles. So here is an adjective which I am using, red, the color red. It's describing the noun bottles. Over here the adjective water is describing the noun bottle, bottles. So you can see over there, the plural is formed by adding s or es to the base word. Here the base word is the noun bottle, and it is used with a modifying adjective water. Sometimes there are hyphens between the words. Yes, that's true. When you form compound nouns, when you bring together two or more words, what do you write? You write hyphens in between. So over here it's written over there. Sometimes there are hyphens between the words. These are called hyphenated compound words. So over here, let's take this example that's provided in your book. Mother hyphen in hyphen law. So over here you can see there are three words that is forming a compound noun, and these three words, you can see in between these words, what have I used? I have used the punctuation mark hyphen. So what is the book telling you? The book is telling us that if you find this kind of compound nouns, then what do you call them? You will call them hyphenated compound words. What do you call them? Hyphenated compound words. So example, mother-in-law singular, and when you make it plural, what will you do? We will simply add s to this base word mother, mothers in law. So in this way we are forming what? We are forming the plural of mother-in-law is mothers-in-law. So what kind of word is this? Then you have to remember this is your hyphenated compound words. And what kind of word is this? This is your open compound word. The plural is formed by adding s or es or changing the first base word into a plural. Here the base word is mother. Yes, the base word is mother. So over here we have just added s in order to form its plural. Next you can see sometimes two words are joined together but are read as one word. So sometimes what do? We join two words together like we have joined over here, and when we read it out together, like I will say raincoat, butterfly. So similarly over here, sometimes two words are joined together but are read as one word. These are called closed compound words. So these are what? These examples are examples of closed compound words. So over here in the book you can see the word grandmother. So which example is provided? Grandmother. So grand and mother. So which words are we combining? Grand and mother. So when we combine these two words, grand and mother, we are forming grandmother. And how do we form its plural? We form its plural by simply adding s over here to the word mother, that is grandmothers. So in this way we have formed what? It's plural. So you can see over here sometimes two words are joined together but are read as one word. These are called closed compound words. Example, grandmother singular and grandmothers plural. So this one is the singular one and this lower one is the plural one. The plural is formed by adding s or es at the end. So we have added s at the end in order to form its plural. So let us study a few more examples of the three types of compound nouns. So here further we are provided with some more examples of compound nouns. First one, you can see toothbrush, that you use in order to brush your teeth. So tooth, that is the singular of teeth. So tooth and brush. So how do you make its plural? We make its plural by adding es at the end. So you can see in the plural form toothbrushes, it's written toothbrushes, that is we have added es at the end. In the second example, you can see over the textbook. We have brought together which two words, and we have brought together text and book. And how do we make its plural? We make its plural by simply adding s at the end. So these examples, that is toothbrush and textbook, they are examples of closed compound words. So when you pronounce them together. So when you read it, you read it out as one word. So toothbrush and textbook, they are examples of closed compound words. Further you can see son-in-law, sons-in-law, bird of prey, birds of prey. So these are examples of what? These examples hyphenated compound words. So you can see hyphen in between this word, like son-in-law. So between these words you can see there are two hyphens used. Similarly, bird of prey also there are hyphens used. So these are examples of hyphenated compound words. In the third line you can see school bus. So school bus, we are combining two words, school and bus, and there is a space in between. That's why it is open compound words. Now, how do you make its plural? We are making its plural by simply adding es at the end. That is bus. We are adding es to the word bus. And in the next example, that is bus stop, we are forming its plural by adding s to the word stop. So school bus and bus stop are examples of what? They are examples of open compound words. So over here today we have discussed about compound nouns of words, and we saw that there are three kinds of compound nouns or words. If there is a space in between, then we call such a compound word as open compound words. If there is a hyphen in between, then we call such a compound word as hyphenated compound words. And if there is no gap in between, that is the words are combined together, then we read it out as one word, then such a word is called closed compound words. So we have read all this thing. So we have completed this chapter. I'll send you the solutions of this chapter in the next class. So we are going to stop here for today. So children, what you are supposed to do is that try to remember some examples of open compound words, hyphenated compound words, and closed compound words. Thank you.